Broskies, Ash here. Welcome back to Gents. Hope you're well. I did not kick over a fragrance bottle just now. I actually did. But it's okay. I'm looking at it right now. It's not busted. We are heading into the new year. Yes, you made it. We all made it. Yes. And maybe you would like a fragrance that you can blast on whenever you want. Spring, summer, fall, winter, day, night, doesn't matter. These are those fragrances. Also, I will be giving away a fragrance to one of you that you can also use whenever you want, which honestly, you can wear whatever you want whenever you want, but you know, sometimes some things wouldn't work out so hot. Secretions magnifique on a first date? Questionable. Ho, ho, ho. All of these are gonna be linked in the description below me. All of these are gonna be linked in the description below. Let's begin. What fragrance should we start with? Yeah. Let's begin with this Polo 67. This is the Eau de Parfum by Ralph Lauren. And this is actually very well done, especially if you don't have much faith in the big RL, Stein, Lauren, Ralph Lauren. Because I know that a lot of people will be like, Polo, boring, but this stuff works extremely well and it has a little extra push to it, little extra kick to it, so it can potentially last through the fall and winter months. The opening, extremely bright, citrusy, attention grabbing, also has a really nice pineapple in there as well. As it dries down, nice woodiness comes out, this kind of modern masculine woodiness. Now they do have this, which is a newer release as well. This is Polo Red Extreme with the X right there on the front to let you know that they mean business. Kind of kicking it back a little bit, extreme. You know, it's like, what is this, 1999 or something? Cool. Now this one, I'm gonna go into more depth on another video. May not be out just yet as of when this video goes live, but it's coming if it isn't. Because Extreme right here, oh, it existed already. Polo Red Extreme. Again, I'm not gonna go into full detail here, but if you're wondering, is this the long lost discontinued Polo Red Extreme brought back to life? No, this smells like something different. Now this one could work if you wanted to use it year round. I'm just telling you, it's not this, and we'll talk more about it later. So if I'm reaching for just one of the Polos right now to last me all year, this one, 67 Eau de Parfum. Also some of the Ralph's Clubs could work as well, like the original Ralph's Club or the new one, New York, that one could work. But what else, my friends, could work? Only the most obvious fragrance of all time, Acqua di Gio Parfum. Of course, by Giorgio Armani, also with the magnetic cap. Yes, fantastic. Will the cap pop? Yes. Will this cap pop? Acqua di Gio Parfum will work whenever you want because it's got a little extra gusto, a little extra push compared to the Eau de Toilette and also Profundo Eau de Parfum. You could technically also use the Profundo Parfum all year round, but only do that if you hate yourself and those around you. I don't like it. This one, much superior. You're gonna get that Acqua di Gio compliment factor with a little extra performance. Has a little bit of smokiness to it, but not too much. It allows this fragrance to work, to breathe, to stay elegant all year round. Acqua di Gio Parfum, easy choice for a fragrance that you can wear whenever you want. We're throwing it so far back that we're about to throw our backs out. It's this one, Le Mans. Just the original, the OG, the one that started it all. Now, of course, this is not the trendiest in the line at this point. That would be Le Parfum or the Elixir or maybe Elixir Absolute. And yes, you could absolutely use something like Le Beau or Le Beau Paradise Garden all year round as well. But I just wanted to highlight this one right here. A bit of a classic masterpiece at this point. I know there are gonna be some people out there who are like the Matt Damon meme, like the gif from Saving Private Ryan, where he's like sitting there, he just gets old all of a sudden. There are gonna be people who are like, Le Mans is not a classic, it's not that old. What happened? Don't worry, if you're young and watching this, it's coming for you too, brother. It may not be here yet, but it's coming. Can't slow time down. And this stuff right here actually crushes in Europe. I did a video earlier, maybe like a month or two ago, talking about the best-selling fragrances in Europe, the top 30 bestsellers for this past year. And this is right up there. Still selling, still crushing. People love this stuff. Now it's vanilla forward, it has lavender in there, mint of course, a little bit powdery and sweet, but it is a fragrance that at least in the US is not as popular as it once was. So while if you're into fragrances, I mean, you're still gonna clock it right away. Not as many people are wearing it, and you can easily pull this stuff off whenever you want, year round. And it kind of goes without saying, the reason it's so popular is because people have loved it for so long, in terms of it, you know, still lingering around and refusing to die. And that goes for other fragrances too, you know, Acqua di Gio, 1 million, stuff like that. You might look at those and go like, it's played out, but they work. And if you're after stuff that works, you still gotta take that into consideration. Actually smells pretty good here where I sprayed that on. Kind of large, not bad. All right, can I get real biased with the next one? Okay, cool. South Slope by me and Michael Malul. Michael Malul, ex-Gents Scents. Now, obviously, I'm not the perfumer here. I do not have perfuming skills. I have little tiny bottles that have, oh, this one is this ingredient, this one is this ingredient, and I can sniff them. But combining those into something that actually functions as a fragrance that will make people go, wow, that's nice. I'll stick to just smelling stuff, thank you. So this guy right here, this is done by Fabrice Pellegrin. He has done a bunch of fragrances, like that one, and that one, and that one. Atomizer. Nice. Now this fragrance right here, it is gonna remind you a little bit of something like Y by Yves Saint Laurent, Y Eau de Toilette, Y Eau de Parfum, kind of like in that family. But if you spray it side by side with those fragrances, you'll notice a lot of differences. It's a fragrance that is made to be worn and worn as much as possible. It's versatile, it's a compliment puller, it is that meeting of fresh and sweet. In terms of notes, there's citron, there's Italian mandarin, there is black currant all off the top. As it dries down, it has lavender and ozonic accord, technically lavandin, but you know, say lavender. It's just easier for people to wrap their head around. You say lavandin and they're like, what is that? It sounds familiar, but I don't know what that is. Also patchouli, leather, sandalwood as it dries down in the base. This stuff is a certified compliment magnet, and if you want to check it out, you can actually find it in stores at Perfumania and the Fragrance Outlet in the US. So if you have one of those nearby, you can go in there and have them to spray this on you, or you can spray it on yourself. Just go up there and be like, I'm a big boy. I can handle this. Hand me that bottle. I don't need you spraying. And of course, you can also find it on Michael Malul's website. You can find it on JOMASHOP, Nordstrom, FragranceNet, just a bunch of places. But I'm biased. Let us go to the next fragrance. Bad Boy. Cobalt. I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce it, right? Cobalt. I know that's not, I'm just playing. A lightning bolt bottle. Actually, the other day I was out and about and saw somebody shopping for fragrances and chatted with them briefly. And they were like, oh man, I've got that one fragrance that's like a blue lightning bolt. And they were talking about how well it does for them. Not well enough to learn the name, but well enough to know that it is a lightning bolt that is blue. Good on you. If you ever see this video, how's it going? Hope you're doing well. He was a cool guy. We chopped it up for a little while, but yeah, Bad Boy Cobalt in the blue bottle. This stuff does work exceptionally well if you're looking for something that you can wear about whenever you want. It's got a little bit of an earthiness to it. It's aromatic and has a bit of sweetness, but not too much. That's very important because with some fragrances, if you go too overboard with like a syrupy in your face sweetness, then in certain situations, that's gonna be just too much. It's not gonna work so well. This one gives you a nice plum note that's in there, but it keeps things reined in enough that you get that wearability. This is the best-selling fragrance by Carolina Herrera, and for good reason. It works extremely well. Before the next fragrance, we have codes. Here they come. You see, I mean, there they are. You can use these when you're shopping if you wanna save money. If you don't wanna save money, you can not use them, but if you wanted to save money, you could use these. So we've got a bunch of different ones for stores like Gift Express, the Perfume Box, Fragflex, Intense Oud, and more. I bring Intense Oud up. I haven't used them a whole heck of a lot, if I'm honest with you guys, only a few times, but they have gotten in more fragrances first lately in terms of clones. If that's important to you, keep them on your radar. Bros, let's keep it super classy with the next one. This is gonna be for the guys middle-aged and older, looking for something that is just gonna make them smell like the man. The gentle man. It is vetiver. That's the name, vetiver. That's the name. It's good. Yes, indeed, vetiver by Guerlain, which the bottle has changed a million times. So I'm holding up this bottle, but there are multiple bottles before this one, of which I have a few of the more vintage bottles in this one, and then there are also ones that came after this as well. So just vetiver, that's what you're looking for. This is the Eau de Toilette. Now, as I said, this is not gonna be for the younger guys, okay? This is not a sweet fragrance. This is woodsy, this is classy, this is class-eek. So what do we got note breakdown wise here? Well, of course, vetiver. Yes. Also tobacco, citrus, carnation, additional floral notes, additional woodsy notes, oak moss, leather, a lot of different things are going on here. You could kind of use this in a pinch as like an alternative to Tom Ford's gray vetiver, with the understanding that gray vetiver is definitely the easier wearing of the two. Like that one's been stripped clean a little bit more than this one has. But vetiver, you can wear this year round. Summertime, tone it down a little bit, but you can still wear it. Something completely different right here, Valentino, Uomo, Born in Roma, Yellow Dream. If you dream about yellow, then this is the fragrance for you. Just go to work and tell your coworkers, you had a weird dream last night. Yellow dream, if you know what I'm talking about. And they'll just be like, P? What? Call HR on that dude. I don't like him. Not trustworthy. Yellow Dream though, you can wear this whenever you want. It does have an interesting note breakdown: gingerbread, ginger, pineapple. Like, how do these things work together? The answer is, they just do. It's a good answer. Family Feud, good answer. It smells vaguely in the same family as Stronger With You by Emporio Armani, but this one is fresher, a little bit easier to wear, not as gourmand heavy, but it still has a little touch of a gourmand lean thanks to that gingerbread. And then of course, it would not be a modern fragrance without vanilla. And there's a good dose of that in there, but again, it has a little freshness to offset the vanilla and the spices to keep it from getting too much of just winter-centric. Too much of winter-centric. We're crushing the words today, bros. They're just flowing like water. Let's go fresh. Light blue. Now this is the new iteration, the new bottle styling of Dolce & Gabbana's light blue, just the original. And I've said this a bunch of times, light blue is not necessarily the fragrance that's gonna get me the most hyped out there. But if we're talking about something that just works, just gets the job done, that is it. This has been Dolce & Gabbana's #1 best-selling fragrance for men for years and years and years. And yes, it's more of a spring, summertime fragrance for sure, more of a daytime fragrance for sure. But this type of scent, fresh, aquatic, a little bit salty with a nice clean woodiness, it just works. Like, it works. It does not matter. And fact of the matter is, fragrances like this a lot of times, spray them on when it's wintertime, when it's cold outside, they get this really nice, refreshing iciness. They end up smelling better. Maybe the projection isn't as good, and that's why you blast it on heavy, but outside that, no problems. This also works. Legend Blue. This is Montblanc. And of course, when it comes to this line, you can use most of them whenever you want, like the original Legend or Legend Eau de Parfum. Those work really well also. In fact, Legend Eau de Parfum, most would say, would be better than this in terms of year round. But we had to go from one blue to another. Actually, I really didn't think about that ahead of time, but it kind of works. So we're just rolling with it. Just gonna go with that, yeah. Now this right here, pretty minty off the top. Quite a large blast. Also has lavender in there, has some woodiness as it dries down. So it's got this nice kind of bracing freshness off first spray. It's gonna remind you of Parfums Marley's Percival, like a discounted version of that, a more affordable version. It is extremely easygoing, very easy to pull off, pretty much any situation, great office fragrance. And because it is a Montblanc Legend, as time goes on, the price of that fragrance should continue to drop. So while at full retail, you're looking at, $120 or so, as time goes on, you'll eventually be able to find this for $35, $40 at discounters. And truth be told, in terms of like 50 mil or 100 mil tester sizes, it's pretty much already at that price, about 40 bucks. But I'm talking 100 mil full presentation, eventually it falls even further. The most wanted, Eau de Toilette Intense. This one sells extremely well and has one of the worst atomizers ever. That is like insultingly bad. Oh my God, I hate it so much. If anyone at Azzaro ever watches any of these videos, I want you guys to know I like your fragrances for the most part. Good stuff, good stuff. I especially like them when I get them for discounted prices. They know about discounters, everybody knows. But one thing, these atomizers are atrocious. Fix them. It is trash. Note breakdown wise, pretty boring. It has moss, liquor, which doesn't sound like something I really want to drink. Also bergamot and lavender. So that's pretty much it. It's got a nice clean aspect to it, very modern in the way it comes across. Kind of like a spin-off branch of fragrances similar to YSL's Myself. Not the same as that one, but kind of inspired by it in some ways. The booziness gives it a nice little zing, like a light push, not overly sweet, and it maintains as the type of fragrance that as long as you can actually spray enough of it on yourself, you can wear this whenever you want. Now I have two more that I'm gonna do very quickly. That way we can get to the giveaway. The first one is this, Sunrise Pour Homme by Montclair. This has long been a fragrance that I really dig that just kind of flies right under the radar. It is truly an anytime fragrance, just absolutely easy mode as far as when should I wear this? You don't have to think, just spray. It finally hit discounters after forever being impossible to find at discounters, but it's not super cheap. It's still like 75 bucks, but at that price point, I think it is an absolute winner if you're looking for a quality designer fragrance that you can wear whenever you want, and you don't want to wear just Dior Sauvage or Bleu de Chanel. Bergamot, pink pepper, and lemon off the top. It has sage and suede as it dries down. You're also gonna get hit with a touch of incense, nutmeg, and vetiver as well. Performance for this type of fragrance, pretty good. Big compliment puller, great under the radar scent, and then last but not least, Gentleman Society. Now, when it comes to the Gentleman line, I think you could also rock with Gentleman Eau de Toilette. You could wear that year round pretty easy. But this one, if you want to go with one of the newer ones, also works. It's got cardamom, vetiver, narcissus, and vanilla, but it keeps that vanilla slightly powdery, not overly heavy. And then it also has a nice woodiness in the base that keeps things classy, gives it a little extra push and longevity. Now, the giveaway. Maison Azzar's Wadi. So this right here is a clone of Paradise Garden, which I had mentioned earlier when I was talking about this one. But yeah, this is a clone of that fragrance. It's extremely well done. And if you want to be entered in the giveaway for this, you know the drill. Like the video, be subscribed to the channel, comment. Leave a comment down below. Tell me what you're gonna wear next year, all year long. I'll pick a winner with random comment picker, post it up on the post tab of the YouTube channel with other winners. If you are the winner, hit me up. That will go to you. Thank you guys for hanging with me. Stay safe out there. Take care of yourselves, and I'll see you tomorrow with another fragrance video. See you guys.